All right, we're going to continue on with some of these word problems here. Here we go. We're going to draw some models to help us. During a triathlon, Sharon swims 1/4 of the total route and cycles 3/5 of the remaining route. She runs the rest of the route. If she runs 3,600 meters, find the total distance of the triathlon route. All right, here is the whole triathlon. Triathlon. All right, she swims 1/4 of it, so let's cut it into fourths. Now we're gonna have to cut these fourths again. We know that because we know we have a one of the remaining. So here's what she swims. That's what she swam. All right, she cycles 3/5 of the remaining route. So I'm gonna split these into fifths. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And because I split those ones, I'm going to split this first one up. So I'm talking all in the same language. I'm now out of 20ths, right? Because 5, 10, 15, 20ths. Cool. So she cycled 3/5 of the remaining route. So that means she cycled, we have 5, 10, 15. So 3/5 and 15th is going to give us times 3 times 3, 9 15ths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is what we cycled. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 these pieces, which were the run. And that equaled 3,600. So if we know that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units equal 3,600, we know that 1 unit is equal to 600. And then, so to find out the whole thing we said was out of 20 units, right? So we do 600 times 20, and 20 units is going to give us 12,000. Now, these were all in meters, right? Because we had 3,600 meters. So that's 12,000 meters, which is equivalent, right, to 12 kilometers. Because there is 1,000 meters equals 1 kilometer. All right, awesome. All right, here we have Victoria. Victoria has a 2-pound package of flour. She uses 2/5 of the flour to make a pizza. She uses 3/10 of the remaining flour to make bread. Find the weight of the package of flour that she has left. Express your answers in decimals. Oh my goodness. All right, so she starts with a 2-pound package. She uses 2/5 of the flour. So I'm just going to write 2/5 is pizza. She uses 3/10 of the remaining. So if 2/5 is pizza, that means we have 3/5 is remaining. And right, because 2/5 plus 3/5 equals 5/5. 5/5 the whole. She uses 3/10 of the remaining, so 3/10 of the remaining, which is 3/5, to make bread. And this is her bread. Find the weight of the package of flour that she has left. So let's find out how much she used to make her bread. So we have 3/10 times 3/5, which gives us, hold on. You know what? I'm thinking about this, and I don't really care how much she uses to make bread. I want to know what she has left. So I don't even want to do the bread. I want to use this, right? If she uses 3/10 of the 3/5 to make bread, that means she uses 7/10 of the 3/5 not to make bread. And that's going to tell us how much flour she has left. So I want 7/10 times 3/5. So Ms. Brewster, you got to think about it really hard. Some of these are tricky. 7 times 3 is 21. 10 times 5 is 50. So she does not use 21/50 of the flour. Now remember, this was 21/50 of 2 pounds. So we have to multiply this by 2. 2 times 21/50 gives us 42 50ths, which is equal to 84 100ths. So she has 84 hundredths a pound of flour left. That was a tricky one. There we go. All right, here we have Karen collects 6/7 quarts of rainwater. She uses 1/2 of the water to clean her bicycle and uses the remaining water equally for 3 houseplants. What volume of water does she use for each houseplant? All right, here's 1 quart, right? She uses 6/7. So let's split it into sevens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She uses 6/7 of those. This is her, oops, way too much. There's her rainwater, those 6/7. All right. She uses half of the water. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's half of the water to clean her bicycle. And she uses the remaining water equally for 3 houseplants. So here's houseplant 1, houseplant 2, houseplant 3. What volume of the water does she use for each houseplant? Well, she uses 1 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So she uses 1/7 a quart of water for a houseplant or a Harry Potter plant. Awesome. All right. Let's look at this one. Ricardo spends 8/9 of an hour reading a newspaper. He spends he's a worldly guy, Ricardo. He spends 1/4 of the time reading the world news and splits the remaining time equally between sports, news, and comics. How much time does he spend reading the comics? All right. Here is his whole hour. Woo. All right, he spends 8/9, so we need to split it into 9s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He uses 8/9. This is all the time he uses. He's reading the paper. Reading. Ms. Robinson would be so happy. He spends 1/4 of the time reading the world news. So if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1/4 of 8 is 2/8. Right, 1/4 is equal to 2/8, and that is going to be the world news. There's a Miss Collier win right there. And he splits the remaining time equally between sports news and comics. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left. That means we go 3 for sports and 3 for comics. How much time does he spend reading the comics? Well, he spends 1, 2, 3 out of our total 9, which is equal to 1/3. So he spends 1/3 of an hour on comics. And we know that 60 minutes is in an hour, and 1/3 of 60 is 20 minutes on the. Oh no, wait, but he's 20 minutes in the comics. But either of these would have been acceptable. Cool. All right. A square foot wall space needs 1/8 quart of paint. Terrence has 7 quarts of paint, but uses 2 quarts to paint a pipe. How many square feet of wall can he paint with the rest of the paint? All right, so he had 7 quarts, and then he lost 2 to his pipe. So he's left with 5 quarts of paint, and each square foot needs 1/8. So I'm going to do my 5 quarts divided into 1/8. And I'm thinking about this. I'm going to do my old keep change flip, or I'm thinking about it in terms of multiplication. So 5 times 8 equals 40. He can paint 40 square feet. Awesome. All right, Mary spends 1/6 an hour to make a friendship bracelet. She spends 3 hours before lunch and 2 hours after lunch making the bracelets. How many bracelets does she make in all? So she spends 3 plus 2 hours. She spends 5 hours. It takes her 1/6 of an hour to make one. So we can think about that. We can draw a picture. Here's 1 hour. Right, run hour. So it takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She can do 6 in 1 hour. So now we have 5 hours. So we're doing 5 hours divided by 1/6, but we can think of it as 5 hours times 6. She can make 30 bracelets. I'm going to look how to spell that because bracelet's a tough word. All right, Clayton wants to be a musician. Good for Clayton. That's very admirable. One school afternoon, he spends half his time practicing his drums and 3/4 of the remaining time on homework and dinner. He spends the remaining 3/4 hour talking and texting with friends. How long did he practice the drums? All right, here is his afternoon. All right, and we're thinking he spends half his time practicing the drums. Here's the drums. And 3/4, so we're going to do fourths. 3 of those fourths on homework and dinner. And I split this side into fourths, so I'm going to split this side into fourths. He spends the remaining 3/4 hours. So here's his talk and text. How long did he practice the drums? All right, so this remaining time that he's talking and texting is 3/4 of an hour or 45 minutes. So here we have 4 sets of 45 minutes for his drums, right? And so if we do 45 times 4, we end up with, oh boy, 6 months. This person's brain is like mush. 45 times 4. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 4 is 16. 180. So 180 minutes divided into 60. That's 3 hours on the drums. What a guy. I hope he makes it. I vote for him on American Idol, I think. All right. Julia spends 5 nights of her vacation at summer camp. She spends 3/4 of the remaining time at her grandparents' house. The remaining 7 days she spends at the seashore with her family. How many days of summer vacation does she get? So we had an of the remaining time. No, I need to do that. All right, here is her summer vacation. Oh, it's so sad when you just put it into this terms of one box. 5 nights at summer camp. Let's go nights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's my summer camp. Hopefully, this is obviously a pre or post COVID summer she's having. All right. She spends 3/4 of the remaining time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look how nicely that is right there. There's 3 of them. Here's her grandparents. GPs. And then the remaining 7 days she spends at the seashore. So here, this is 7 days. How many days of summer vacation does she get each summer? So she gets 7 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times 7 is 63 days. It's about how much time you guys get. All right, there we go. Section 7, done with chapter 4. Hope you guys enjoyed it.